Hey guys, my name's Josh McKinney and I just want to welcome you to the first ever Jiu-Jitsu Games.
They said something about a game show, and so I was like, yeah, I'll be down. And so
we went and found the toughest grapplers in the Midwest, and most of them couldn't make it, and these are the replacements. What we're gonna do today is we are going to play some games that are kind of jiu-jitsu related and see who comes out on top and wins a really cool prize package from our sponsor, Impose Will. We'll tell you about them later. All right guys, so before we start our first game, we actually are gonna need 4 team captains. Before you volunteer to be a team captain, it is very important that you have leadership skills, that you are the guy, okay? This isn't like, don't be a weenie and be a team captain. This is something that only the guys should volunteer for. Make sense? So do we have any volunteers for team captains? Adam's my first one. Adam, take a straw. Okay. If you had to go with who do you think is the biggest threat to you winning out of the people that you know are in the competition?
Oh, myself. I guarantee you I'm the biggest threat to myself. Well, Adam Jenkins, Granite City, Illinois, born and raised, unfortunately. And what was the question?
Who else do we got? Xavier, all right.
Wait, you said leadership,
My name is Xavier Rothi. I train at Head Nod HQ in Granite City, and I'm a purple belt.
I didn't know that was how you say it.
Yeah, I didn't know that's how you say it. No one does.
Yeah, I never knew. Ooh, right next to Adam. Who else? I need 2 more. We got Zach. Shout out to the Zach and Pat show.
My name is Zach Vegas. I train at Watson Martial Arts, and I am a purple belt.
1 more. Who is our 4th team captain? All right, Joel.
Joel Hobart, train at Alton Family Martial Arts, and purple belt.
Let's compare the size of each other's straws and see who's the longest. Longest straw will pick first.
Pretty long. Damn, I think I got the short straw.
Dang. Xavier.
I was gonna say, I thought Xavier pulled the long one.
It sounds like that's probably how.
So wait, who's the? You guys can go in an order, like in order of that, in standard order, so it's not as confusing.
I'm last, so.
All right, Xavier, you get the first pick.
Man, I think we all agreed on who we said we hate the most in here, right?
If you could eliminate anybody early.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff Alvin Wilson. What kind of name is that?
Get Jeff eliminated first.
You could eliminate anybody early.
Jeff. That's an easy go-to, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, easy.
Easily Jeff. I would eliminate Jeff in a heartbeat.
Why is that?
Because Jeff is gay.
All right, give me name, where you train, and your belt.
Okay, Jeff Wilson, Head Nod HQ, Tag Team BJJ, purple belt.
Who do you think is the biggest threat to this game plan that you have?
I don't really know. A lot of these guys are like mentally weak and they're just kind of losers. They're like, I'm here as a child, and like, you know, it's like, oh, you're 19, you're here, it's fun. These guys are like, they're grown men, and like, this is their life, and this is all they do, and they're losers. I don't know how else to say it.
Adam, who do you got? The first challenge is going to be what we would call Jiu-Jitsu tug-of-war. So what we have, oh gosh, my mystery box doesn't work, is 2 beautiful, crisp Jiu-Jitsu gis. How it's gonna work is you're gonna start on the center line with the gi in the middle. You're allowed any grip, all 3 of you on your team, on your half of the gi, and your job is to pull the other team to the line that we will put down with the belt. And here's the thing. through Bryce's writing, we tricked you guys into volunteering yourselves for team captains. Only the 2 losing team captains are up for elimination this game. After that, the losing teams, the people that remain, will end up at a disadvantage for the next game. Sound good? All right, let's get started. Welcome to the first round of Jiu-Jitsu Tug-of-War, where team captains Xavier and Adam are up for elimination. Ready, set, go.
So, first game, our plan is to kind of play on everybody's ego. Get some of the leaders in the group to really want to jump in and then immediately eliminate them. And I'm excited to see how that goes. I think that when I see the 12 guys there are obviously 2 that are significantly bigger than everybody else, and then a few that are absolutely tiny. And if they knew they were playing tug of war, I think they would absolutely pick their teams better. But the fun thing is picking your team and having no idea that you're about to play tug of war. The angles are starting to change. Adam's team is starting to pull it away, though. It looks like they're going to end this right here. So even. These games are best 2 out of 3, so remember, we still have another option here.
I feel like a winner right now, and I'm coming for gold, baby. Impose will, gift cards mine.
Tell me about first the tug of war. You can hear it from your perspective.
Well, I put a good strategy as a team captain and picked Drake because he works out a lot, and then picked Austin, who's got some size to him, and myself, so I figured we'd be the best team. Now, the other team picked Big Eric. Great strategy there. But all we had to do was take the giant down, and you know the story. David and Goliath, baby.
Feel good, feel confident. I think I'm gonna win. So tug of war, I was kind of in the front and my goal was just to kick their feet out pretty much. That's what I was trying to go for. It worked a little bit. Another time, I got Eric's feet. He had his feet planted really good. He was leaned all the way back. I was like, I gotta do something about that. So I tried to sweep him out.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And we're ready for the next round. Up for elimination, we have Joel and Zach. All right, guys.
So tug of war, right away, I was like, okay, no teams are using any strategy. I grabbed Joel, I grabbed Nick, and I was like, we have to do the 1-2 pull method, go on unison. We did it a couple times, it worked. The couple times we did it, and I was like, all right, teamwork, pull. We lined up, me, lightest, Nick in the middle.
My name is Nick Curran. I train at Watson Martial Arts, and I'm a purple belt.
Do you have any secret strategy for how you're going to win the Jiu-Jitsu games?
Dip, duck, dodge, and maybe roll.
Joel being the biggest anchor, I think that worked out for us.
Tug of war, I feel like I did a pretty good job at picking the team. I wasn't sure what it was going to be, if I was going to have to go against him or what, so I kind of based it all off that, but I feel like we had a real good team.
So brains is what got us through that round.
Team Zach just took their first L. Zach's starting to stress about the possibility of being eliminated.
Communication, man. Holy smokes.
New game plan. Possible could work out, could not. We're really just gonna cheat, I think. I think that's my new game plan, just cheat.
You guys won the last one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Now Xavier's up for elimination in this round. Maybe they'll use the 1-2-3 pull method that they just saw
Ready,
work.
set, go.
Nope, no logic, no strategy, just gonna muscle him. Cardio-wise, Team Xavier is looking a little stronger here. Oh, Jeff with the pick up the single leg. Is he gonna drag Drake with him? Oh, he lost connection. Oh, and Xavier goes down.
I can take a risk.
I liked the risk, Jeff.
They got lucky. They all got lucky. They all suck.
And we're up for our next round. Zach is up for elimination in this round.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, the 1, 2, 3 pull method. It's like nobody adapted to that. What are you gonna do? This was easy. These are the best tug-of-war players in the world right now.
Xavier, Zach, I'm sorry to say, but you both are promoted to blue belt. And we know what happens to blue belts on the jiu-jitsu mats. They disappear. You guys are both eliminated. Anything to say?
We'll be back one day.
Yeah, I'm just really disappointed that I lost. I was going to use this prize money to retire my wife, and but I guess I'll have to just keep working. So, I'm sorry, buddy.
Are we allowed to cuss?
You can say whatever you want.
It's fucking bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. Oh, man. First game, I chose who I thought was probably the most skilled and the most hated. Gameplay.
We're really just gonna cheat.
Thought that was a good decision as my teammate, but unfortunately we weren't expecting the first game to be a game of muscle and size. So I ended up losing the first one on that. Team captain, me, is out.
Tug-of-war went great. I thought we did good for the team we had.
Tug-of-war was fun. We had a bad team. Eric carried, definitely, and I just went for the legs. So I was like, dude, I'm not helpful here, dude. I can't lift weights. I'm not strong. So I just kind of went for the legs, did whatever. But Xavier got out, so it's not my problem.
Well, tug-of-war, if I would have known it was tug-of-war, I would have picked my team a little bit differently. I thought people that would be, good at jiu-jitsu. We didn't exactly have size on our side. So, we didn't do so well in tug-of-war.
All right, guys. So we're ready for the next game, and this one actually has a lot more jiu-jitsu in this. All we're gonna do is play a very simple game of first pass, okay? Pass or back pick, all right? The wild stipulation on this is the first 6 people that pass the guard advance to the next round. The 4 people that don't are eliminated. But I actually have 2 special guests that you guys are gonna be shocked by. Can you guys come in here? At red light, all the lights will turn red, and if somebody keeps moving, both that person and their partner immediately get replaced by you guys. You both come in.
We're going against each other.
Yeah, you will start on bottom, and you'll start on top. We're back. You guys thought that these 2 fierce leaders, team captains, were going to be out completely. They're going to be paying attention to a different part of this game. As you may have noticed, there are bright lights shining on you. It's actually going to become pretty dark in this room, and the lights will either be green or red. If the light is green, that means keep doing jiu-jitsu, keep trying to pass the guard. If the light turns red, that means you freeze wherever you are. If either you or your partner move, these guys have a chance to notice that, point it out, and replace you both. And so if 2 of you guys are training together and just one of you moves, you both immediately can be eliminated, and then you're put in the same spot that they are, and you're able to be replaced. Yes, sir. That's the question right there. Nick Kern, ladies and gentlemen. So, 4 of you guys were on the losing teams. You 4 are out first. The 6 of you guys are all going to draw a straw. Only one of them is short, and that is going to be the 5th guard player. So if one of them is short, I should have cut it a little shorter. It's you. So you're having a seat. And so now you 5 get the advantage because all you have to do is pass the guard once. So go ahead and choose your opponent. 16. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey everybody, I want to take a quick time out to thank the crew that made the Jiu-Jitsu Games possible, Imposed Will. The people at Imposed Will don't just slap a logo on fabric. Their rash guards are made with premium 360-degree stretch performance fabric, a thick anti-roll waistband, and fully sublimated artwork that never cracks or peels. Gear built to survive every scramble that you will throw at it. Imposed Will's mission is simple: help regular people become their best mentally and physically. And that hits home for every grappler on the Jiu-Jitsu Games. It's why every athlete you just watch is willing to leave it all on the mats for a shot at an Imposed Will gift card. So, show them some love, hit up imposedwill.com, level up your kid, and keep imposing your will. Now let's get back to the action and see who's shopping on imposedwill.com tonight.
So, red light, green light, definitely my favorite game that we're gonna play visually. I think that this could really, really look cool and just be very interesting. I love that we have two people that can jump back in, and I wouldn't be shocked if one of them is able to jump back in and advance into the next round.
That was cool. It was different. You had to pay attention to the lights or you would have been eliminated, and that's a no bueno. I definitely wanted to stay away from Jeff for the guard passing. So that was basically my only strategy, stay away from Jeff.
Now we have our first red light, and two teams kept moving. Did Xavier caught him.
Did they? I think so. You guys are paying attention to the same thing. Go!
What? Or, yes, stay up.
We only went 50 seconds.
I think this is a pass here. This is, you win. You win, Joe.
The first interview, I said I wanted to pick the right people, so I went for one of the only blue belts in here, and it worked out. So.
I just look at who you're dealing with for your guard passing. I think who you pick in this round, because you get a little more freedom when you're choosing your partners. I think who you pick is going to be more important than probably anything else in this game. If you think about it, some of these guys that are bigger, of course their passing is going to be harder to deal with, but how much better is their guards? They're less flexible, and as these games go on, exhaustion is going to play a huge role. So I'm really curious to see how red light, green light goes.
Austin Manetti's still stuck in 50-50 guard. I don't think he knows how to pass 50-50 guard, especially backside 50-50 with a heel hook. You're starting to see why people hate Jeff from him just holding backside 50-50 the entire time.
I'm just holding it.
Good pressure on top from Adam. I've seen a few close passes, but just hasn't been able to make it over.
Did Austin move?
Did he? No, he didn't. I didn't let him move. That's a lot.
Let's get some more dynamic movement. Was it a move? No.
He hasn't moved in 3 minutes. Trust me.
I don't think Austin's moved this entire time. I don't think he moved on that one. And somehow Eric's on top now. He's supposed to be playing guard. He's sweeping, attacking the legs.
This is bullshit. I'm kicking my leg back.
There's no point in moving at this point, dude. You're just risking us losing.
Let's remember what Austin did say about Jeff to start this program, though.
So, everybody can switch up on it. Anybody win?
Yeah, we had a couple passes here.
There's going to be some switches top to bottom, some partner changes.
1, 2,
no.
Brian and Nick Curran get back in. Zach wrestling up aggressively for his guard retention. I can't pass my guard if I take you down. This headlock kind of guillotine position, we're seeing it over and over again in this game. People are hanging on to that bottom ankle or that near ankle for half guard, really preventing much movement on top. Your 50-50 single leg X's are also very, very overpowered in this game, especially when the red light hits. Seeing more and more of that control of the head.
Yeah, he moved. He
It seemed like it to me.
Our heroes get eliminated. They come back only to be eliminated. Both Xavier and Zach. That's brutal.
Reach for that ankle.
He's flat. He's been flat. I don't know. I didn't see it. It didn't seem like it to me.
I'm in your wheelhouse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, we'll count that as a pass.
In the red right, green right, I had Austin, and Austin's terrible. He was in a heel hook for literally 20 minutes. He was in backside 50-50, stuck. Bryce had to keep reminding me, Jeff, no submissions. Like I was a little kid, like I was being taunted. And then I got on top of Austin, and I mean, just fried chicken. You know what I mean? Just cooked. I mean, he got embarrassed. He got knee cut. Josh didn't want to call it. I mounted him for 30 seconds. He was terrible.
We only got 13 seconds left in this round. Drake's going for the finish from the bottom. After this round, it's time to switch partners. We only have 3 spots left. You notice there are 3 people sitting on the sideline and only 1 person looking to make the switch. You're noticing the guard passing is slowing down as people are getting more tired. Exhaustion's gonna play a huge role later in these rounds. You have to assume getting your pass early and being younger are 2 huge parts of this. We have another Xavier with the runaway. Can't pass my guard if I'm running away from you too. A lot of ways to kind of game this game. Now we have Brian and Austin. Seeming a little bit square off, maybe a little bit of hatred between these two. It seems a little aggressive. Austin can't be a guy that gets passed twice, right?
I wasn't going to call you on it, so yeah, you're just replacing Bob.
Listen, hey, you can't play the game like
And who comes back but the golden boy, Zach? Oh my gosh, this guy will not die. He's been eliminated 3 times already, and he's still getting a chance. Brian getting close to this back take. Need both hooks though. Keeping those hips high is going to prevent that by Austin. Doing a really good job of preventing that hook. Adam's still in the same position. Adam with the mount. And Adam advances to the next round. We still have our next fight over here. Zach, no way. Zach, the golden boy, been eliminated 100 times today, gets the pass in the background. While Brian has fully locked rear naked choke, Brian's looking for the last spot here.
1, 2, 3. Come on! Come on! That was our 3 winners there, wasn't it?
Red light, green light seemed more exhausting than I anticipated. I really did not have an idea that it was going to be so exhausting for these guys and it was going to go so many rounds. But what's funny is the most exhausting game is going to come up next.
We are going to go ahead with the last 6 competitors. We are going to advance to our next game. This time, while we're getting it set up, I'll even let you guys know this next game is the one everyone's been waiting for. Submission roulette.
There he is.
Oh, your boy's back.
Tell me about red light, green light.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I had Eric, Arius, and we roll a lot together, so each one of us didn't pass each other's guard. And so I went with a better strategy and picked a blue belt the next time, and just pressure passed. And yeah, sorry, Tony, but there's got to be a loser and a winner, and I'm a winner, baby.
Give me a rundown of what happened.
Things were going well. The first guy couldn't pass my guard. I don't think he knew what guard was. Second guy threw up a little single leg X. In the game of red light, green light, you gotta balance at the right time. Light went off, foot moved, dead.
Who do you think has the biggest chance to win out of the competitor spots?
Jeff had a guy in a heel hook for about 3 minutes straight. And the guy just was shook. You could see him get cold. I think Jeff's gonna pull it off, you know? I think there's a lot of fear from the little guy. He'll have to get one of those big guys to maybe break his arm.
The red light, green light passing, I got screwed, got put with Jeff, you know? But, and then Brian rear naked choked me. I almost went to sleep. And he's a loser for that, but here we are.
We weren't given rules. We were never told no submissions from top or trying to pass. I feel guilty for Austin. I feel that was a little bit of a dishonorable win.
Who do you think is going to be the toughest to deal with in the next 2 rounds?
I think it depends on, I don't even really know what we're doing. I know there's a wheel with submissions, but like if Jeff gets heel hook, I think everyone's screwed. So I'd probably say Jeff. It's my, yeah.
Who do you think is going to be the toughest person to deal with in these last 2 games?
Jeff. I'm worried about the submission challenge with Jeff.
How are you feeling about the last 2 games?
Well, I got a specific strategy. I'm gonna go in there and put a weight on the other side of the heel hook reel so Jeff doesn't get the heel hook because, let's face it, he's a chihuahua. He's a leg attacker.
Who do you feel like is going to be the toughest person to deal with of the last 6?
Jeff.
Who are you most worried about in submission roulette?
Jeff, I don't want him touching my feet.
All right, guys. So we're down to our semis and our finals. Only 2 people will win in this next round and make the final. And the final will start immediately after the semis. So keep that in mind when it comes to exhaustion. Some of you guys are looking tired. So here is how the first game, the semifinal, will work. This game is called Submission Roulette. My lovely assistant, Tony, is going to hold the submission roulette, and no one is gonna see you but the die and what you spin. You'll spin and hit whatever. Oh my gosh, that spin lasts forever. Hit whatever. If you hit triangle choke, then during your rounds, you will only be able to finish triangle chokes. You won't know what anyone else's submission is. Every triangle choke you would hit, you would get 1 point. Every submission of somebody else's that you get hit with, you will lose 1 point. Everyone will get a chance to go with everybody. 3-minute rounds, and if you want to start from the feet, you can, but if you guys want to get your partner to agree on a different position to start from, maybe it might benefit you both, maybe it won't, but you're allowed to discuss before the round starts. At the end of it, whoever has the most points will advance to our last round called the Great Escape. Who wants to spin first? All right, Adam's a failure. I mean, you can get really excited about what you spin, but the more you hide it from someone, the better.
I'm gonna reset it so they ain't stepping up and see.
Ooh. I'm really curious to see. I really think that this game is going to be built around luck of the draw in the submission roulette. I think if you look, nothing is worse on the list than getting mother's milk. If you get mother's milk, you're going to have to mount somebody, hold them there, make sure they're exhausted, and then smother tap them. I think that is going to be a huge battle. We really don't even have any big guys left in the competition. And so if I'm those guys, I'm hoping for triangle, I'm hoping for armbar. You have mother's milk. That is such a tough one. Everybody obviously is worried that Jeff is going to end up getting heel hook. That would be a pretty overpowered move. Everybody is still worried that Jeff could win. Please, God, don't let Jeff win the first inaugural Jiu-Jitsu Games.
Go ahead and choose your first partner. Ready, and go.
Now, this game is completely about strategy. Off camera, Joel, who's on top of Zach right now, actually told me that he has never done a darce in his life. So he is gonna have to learn some jiu-jitsu, and this is actually very close to a darce to start. Jeff in the far corner has his triangle already. Oh wow, tight triangle to start. Jeff might get our first points of the day. Again, this is why everyone hates Jeff. The angle looks a little off. If you think about the crease between Jeff's legs, that is where Adam's other carotid artery is. It's not pushing his shoulder into his neck. Adam's face is getting red, but that could just be high blood pressure. Who knows? Oh, he got him with the beam
Go
dip.
ahead. Sorry.
Now would be a great time for Adam to go for a darce. We still see the darce threat from Joel, but you're not seeing the angle. It's almost like he's missing his angle. He's not getting his hand all the way through. Drake and Brian are a fight to the death over here. Poor Brian has to get on top, get to mount, and mother's milk Drake. You have to think that exhaustion is one of the biggest roles to play when it comes to mother's milk. Oh no, Brian with a good escape. Oh, and the armbar is finished. Drake is in the lead with 1 point. Brian goes down 1 point. Seeing a lot of these guys go right for their submission off the back. There's no real hiding it. They're just going like blue and purple belts would go. How you would expect it. Good pressure on top from Joel, but you're not going to finish your darces from there. You almost want to let the half-guard player come up on his side to get a chance at that darce.
Fine, grab a new partner, you have 30 seconds.
And we're on to round 2. Now we have darce from Joel, armbar from Drake. Drake is in the lead currently. We're seeing Adam looking, he's getting a good look at his darce here. Poor Zach just spent the entire last round defending the darce. Oh, he uses it to get on top. You gotta wonder if the underdog story of Zach is gonna get him to the finals. Or the cardio of these young guys, you know, there's still 3 young competitors in this tournament. Poor Brian with mother's milk is gonna have to pass Jeff, one of the hardest guards to pass in the Midwest. May not translate on camera, but Zach, not the tallest competitor in the world, not the longest legs. Gonna need something creative to get to your triangle chokes. Again, I think exhaustion is gonna be the best game plan for anybody.
So Brian, we gotta talk about it up front.
Yeah.
Now mother's milk, bro.
I was hoping for anything but mother's milk and heel hook. Any of the headlocks I can hit while trying to pass. I've been doing that a lot recently. pretty much any other submission I can hit from guard. And then I got Mother's Milk. And it's not even just Mother's Milk, it's the crew that we have and like the size and like. Second round in, I was like, the shot's like looking farther and farther and farther away. Yeah, it felt rough.
Keep in mind, every competitor is going to get a round with every competitor. And so if you get somebody that's very gassed at the end, it could be your chance to make a run. Oh, Jeff with a submission in the background, hits his triangle. Got his first point. Now he's tied with Drake, the two youngest players in the lead right now. The risk, too, of going for too much is if you get submitted, you lose a point. Young guys have hard guards to pass. If there's anything we're learning right now, it is that. We're on to round 3. That we have a few more fights. You still have a lot of other competitors you're going to deal with, but you have to be saving energy. You cannot gas in this situation. Keep in mind the final is going to go on immediately following this, so the more tired you are, the harder it's going to be to win in the final.
Xavier, how are things looking right now?
Looking rough. I'm glad I got out because this looks tough.
Still only need one submission to tie for the lead right now. Uh-oh, Jeff is threatening another triangle on competitor Zach.
What you want? This, you kind of, everyone does, I think, yeah.
Armbar gets him nothing here. Oh, Zach falls for it. Zach thinks that Jeff's submission is the armbar. Let's see if Jeff's nuts can survive this one. Joel with a finish, but of the wrong submission. Just going after poor Brian. It's almost like these guys have a vendetta against Brian. That triangle looks very tight. This looks tighter than the last one that Jeff had. Oh, and he taps, and Jeff is in a commanding lead with 2 points. Drake is a triangle specialist, and triangles can lead to armbars. We saw Jeff's armbar lead to a triangle, but that can go in reverse too. Big part of this game is how well you disguise it, though. Uh-oh. We're seeing a good Darce. Oh, wow. Joel hits his first ever Darce on camera. Poor Brian is not getting to mount here. Let's just say a prayer for our boy Brian, and Joel doesn't think twice. Goes for his second Darce. Tries to catch it. Brian with good defense. Very much like you're not gonna hit the home run record on me. I'll walk you if I need to. Brian with a good call to defend that Darce. Now we're in our last 2 rounds. We see Zach and Brian Brian is looking exhausted, but you still have a chance looking for some mother's milk. An interesting matchup to me here is going to be Drake versus Jeff. Both guys like to play a lot of guard. Both guys have an upper body submission that they have to hit. And skill-wise, they are both very, very tough young purple belts. You see it in a lot of the movements, a lot of advanced movements that you're seeing between these two. Right now, Drake is losing to Jeff by a submission. Zach with a good triangle. But as we see Drake and Jeff, you see this kind of back and forth. If Drake can hit a submission, he will take the lead and put Jeff back down to 1 point. But the way he's playing on top, he's going to need a guard pass to be able to get to any of his arm bars. Adam threatening. Adam needs a Darce on his side. Needs to bring his right hand through. He looks to be locking up. He's locking up an Anaconda.
There it is. Is that the Anaconda? Or are we taking that?
Well, you know. Anaconda. My submission was Darce. I had Xavier's buddy, Joel, in Anaconda, Darce. He don't know the difference. We'll roll the tape back and we'll see.
What's up, I Suck at Jiu-Jitsu show fans? The collaboration that you have been waiting for is finally back again. From right now until May 14th, I Suck at Jiu-Jitsu and Imposed Will are collabing on both no-gi and gi sets, and you have your chance to grab your own right now. Now is your chance to grab one of the 3 top-selling I Suck at Jiu-Jitsu no-gi sets that we have ever dropped. We have our black and green, our red and black, and our camo no-gi sets all available until May 14th. Now, if you're a tax-paying citizen that contributes to society, then you probably only train in the gi. So no worries there. You can still grab a black and gold I Suck at Jiu-Jitsu gi until May 14th. Don't forget, on May 14th, the gate closes. No do-overs, no restocks, no excuses. Hit up imposedwill.com, grab your size, and let all of your training partners know that you too suck at jiu-jitsu. Let's get back to the Jiu-Jitsu Games. Drake and Jeff still just going back and forth. Jeff with a good threat here. He's going Choi bar, but the problem with this Choi bar is it's not a triangle. Jeff being up by a submission for anyone else closer means he can play his 50-50. In the back, we see both Joel and Adam. Joel does have 1 point. He needs a point. He needs a Darce here. Now we see Drake with 1 point, Joel with 1 point. Zach behind with 0, Adam with 0. You know, there's some things that can unfold. But a submission from Joel on Jeff would be the biggest thing that would shake up this game, no doubt. We see Jeff starting to realize the points. Playing 50-50, playing his stall position again, just like he did during the guard passing game. Adam in the back going for a mother's milk. I don't think Adam gets the point of this game at all.
Fuck.
Stalling.
That wasn't your move.
It's his.
Yeah, but you can't do his movement.
I thought you said that it takes away.
No, if you hit him with your move,
It takes a point away from the game.
Oh wow, big armbar from Drake puts Drake tied with Jeff. Do we have our finals decided right now? Both of these guys now, both of our youngest players in the lead with 2 points. Now you play some guard retention. Brian's down a lot of points. Adam's down 2 points. We're seeing this. It really makes sense for Drake and Jeff to try to stall in this. We see Joel on top here. He's got to make something happen to get a Darce. Gonna be hard to get a Darce from 50-50. I like the little bit of face crank. You'll never see anyone complaining about someone doing that to Jeff. Unless Drake's gonna get submitted here or Jeff's gonna get submitted, I think we may have our finals decided.
Yeah.
We see the heart on Brian. Brian doesn't care that he's down. He's still going for a mother's milk from north-south. What a monster. Hero of the whole tournament, no doubt, Brian Allen right here. We do need to worry that this guy's gonna die of exhaustion though. We're seeing the young guys holding guards at the end, just like we might do in a jiu-jitsu tournament. You're up on points. You gotta pass my guard to get this win. I think our finals are set, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's gonna be our 2 youngest players, Drake versus Jeff.
All right, guys. So sub roulette is done, and we have Jeff and Drake. We have the hero of our story, and we have the villain. I really, really do not want to do a post-win interview if Jeff wins the Great Escape. I really don't want Jeff to be the first winner of the inaugural Jiu-Jitsu Games. Tell me about submission roulette and how that kind of went.
Submission roulette, so I got armbar, which is like pretty good. It's probably like top 5 submissions I have. So I felt pretty good there. I really didn't want mother's milk because I don't think I've ever hit that on anybody. But I felt good about that.
We did the submission roulette. I got triangle, and I was like, man, I can hit him. I don't ever shoot triangle. So I was like, I'll just like kind of like fake armbar, fake heel hooks, jump to triangles. I hit one on Zach and then 1 or 2. No, one, I hit a couple. I was in the lead. Joel had 1, Drake had 1. I was doing the math and like my stomach hurts, and Joel is way bigger than Drake. I do not want him anywhere near me. So I just stalled out Joel, and Drake got another sub.
You are gonna start from the 3 bad positions. You'll both get a set in the offensive side. The offensive person does not have any submissions available. Their job is to hold. The quicker the escape time, we'll add up your escape times, and whoever has the lower escape time wins. But you'll go from the back, then you'll switch, other person gets the back, you'll go from side control, switch, other person goes side control, and then go from mount, other person gets mount. So you'll rock, paper, scissors to decide who starts on the offensive spot first.
What do you want?
So you get to either choose on the back first.
On the back, yeah.
That's just, yeah, that's just.
The Great Escape. We see the nice figure 4 from Drake. This is going to be really important for the back control especially. Drake chooses double unders on the arms instead of over under a traditional seatbelt grip. But you do get a good stretch once you get your body lock. You can put a lot of pressure on the person's torso. You know, as you have heard, everybody hates Jeff. They do not want Jeff to win this game. Jeff really is the villain. He is what, when people talk badly about kids that are in 2025, the young kids of this generation, they are talking about Jeff. Drake, not much older, but respectful, kind, donates to charity. Jeff, pretty much just evil in every aspect of the word. He really is the TikTok generation. He's doing a great job of his rolling escape here though. Jeff uses those little baby hips to square up to Drake here. Now as we switch to the other side, we look at Drake. You can hear the crowd. They're cheering for Drake. They're coaching Drake. Everybody here hates Jeff because he's a bad person. You can even see it here. Jeff's trying to illegally do a choke in this situation, trying to cheat.
No? Yeah, no jokes.
Oh.
No submission.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Never escape now.
Drake still has a pretty good angle to start his escape here. But keep in mind, if he can't escape, the ride time on this, the total ride time you can get is 5 minutes. So the longest ride time that you can get is 5 minutes. But think about the exhaustion if you're actually on somebody's back for 5 minutes, especially with the squeeze of a body lock. Drake really needs to undo this right leg. This right leg is trapped. He needs to get Jeff's legs to the center. But there's no spin until that foot gets to the middle. Jeff keeping it hidden is gonna make this almost impossible. You can hear it in the crowd. They're stressing. People do not want Jeff to win the first ever Jiu-Jitsu Games.
No, bro.
He's got to get up.
Now we need Drake to really be able to hold a whole 5 minutes now in either side control of mount to have a chance at coming back. Gonna need to escape in just a few seconds to even keep this close at all, and then recover for mount.
Mount. All right, gotta keep this guy.
We're gonna hold this for 6 minutes.
Gotta keep this guy. We need 5 minutes and then a quick escape. Ready and go. If Jeff gets out in quicker than 5 minutes, he wins.
Quarter half. You said quarter half.
Fuck. Jeff.
No, you got out.
You already won. I know. You already won your time. Jeff is the winner of the first ever Jiu-Jitsu Games. Go ahead. Tell us how you feel.
I'm sorry.
Listen, bro. So, post game, over here. I'd say shout out to Head Nod, but it's not shout out to Head Nod. Shout out to me. Hashtag FOHN, Team Xavier, Team Sam Clee, Team Jaden, Team me. It's the cool guy team. So, like, you know, that's like.
It's been a month back for all these things. Jeff?
Easy dubs. This is what happens, bro. I didn't want to play. Everyone would have had a good time, it would have been competitive. Instead, we had a stall fest for the last 2 minutes, and I don't care. Got with Drake, got out. It took me a long time to get out, because I was gonna throw up, if I'm being completely honest. And then I just held Drake for 4 hours. We would have been there till tomorrow, if it let it happen. Shouldn't have let me play, what can I say?
How are you feeling, Drake?
Just disappointed. I feel like I let everyone down, my family, all the spectators. Everyone is rooting for me. Everyone hates Jeff, but unfortunately it's pretty tough. Probably gonna have nightmares later tonight about him on my back, just holding on like a monkey.
What are some of your posts thoughts just about how the event went as a whole?
It was fun. It was really fun. I'll definitely be back next season. Coming for Jeff, coming for the reigning champ. But it was really fun though. I like the red light, green light probably the most.
Will you be back for Jiu-Jitsu Games too?
Man, it's one of those things like if you win, you know what I mean? You're like, I've won. What else is there for me to prove? I'm the inaugural champ. I live off in the sunset. I do what Felipe Pena should have done and just ride off and just never do it again, come back and be like, oh, they suck. They never beat me. Or I could defend it. I don't know. It's up in the air. You know what I mean? But I did see Imposed Will needs to drop some new stuff. I've heard I have a $150 gift card. Is that correct? And man, like they got some cool stuff. They got some Josh McKinney stuff. You know, you should go check out the site. But like, man, they need to drop some new stuff because I got money to spend.
What do you have to say to finish?
I'm really good at jiu-jitsu. Like annoyingly good, like surprisingly good, honestly. Everyone else sucks. Come to Head Night HQ, get beat up by me. Regret your decision. What can I say?
Just want to say thank you to our sponsor, Imposed Will, for being able to let this happen, let the first Jiu-Jitsu Games happen. I really love how it turned out. It seemed like everybody had a really good time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, we would really appreciate a like, and we would really appreciate you giving us a comment and letting us know what kind of games you would like to see in the next one. And more importantly, let us know if you want to try to compete in the next Jiu-Jitsu Games. Going off of how it went, I really think that we're gonna do a Jiu-Jitsu Games too. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.